Are you guys ready to have some fun? Yeah. Okay. I do have one request. If you are a child sitting in the chairs, come sit on the rugs because I can't go to the adults to touch things, only the children. The adults are too scared to touch the animals. But don't sit in my path because I have to walk through there. So sit right on the sides. And make room for our friends. Leave your backpacks and things up there. Good. So let's have you guys move up a little bit. Good. Yeah, I need to have a path to walk through. There you go. So. And you guys can move right up. You don't have to stay on the rug. This isn't the ocean, so you won't fall in. Good job. Everybody have room? Good job, good job. And we still have the path. Very good. Okay, if you have something in your hand, I suggest you put it on the chair because you can't touch if you have things in your hands. Oh, wait, God. Okay. All right. Oh, are you leaving? Finding a better spot? Okay. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome. My name is Jennifer, and I do come from a place called Wildlife on Wheels. Has anybody ever heard of Wildlife on Wheels? Let's see. Oh, great. Very good. Well, Wildlife on Wheels is a very, very special place, and we do a lot of very special things. Like this, for instance. We have wildlife. Now, the wildlife aren't on wheels. Our animals aren't on scooters and bicycles and things like that. That's not why it's called Wildlife on Wheels. It's called Wildlife on Wheels because we drive a van. And we take these animals to places like this, like libraries, to read stories. We go to schools. Some of you may have had Wildlife on Wheels come to your school before. We can also come to your house for your birthday parties, which is pretty neat. And we teach you about wildlife. Now, when I say wildlife, do you think that I have a dog or a kitty cat in there? No. Do you think that I have an elephant in there? No, I have rather small things today, okay? But the big difference between Wildlife on Wheels and zoos is that when you go to a zoo, can you touch any of those animals? No. There's usually glass separating you and the animal, or a cage, and you can't get close to them. Well, today, my animals, you will get to touch because they will be right in your laps. Okay? Now, you did something very good. You had a question, so you raised your hand. Okay? Let's save our questions for now. I may answer them for you till the end. Okay? Now, we come to places like this for a reason. It is a lot of fun, but these animals, they're in trouble. Now, why are they in trouble? Do you think they didn't do their homework? No. Do you think that they ate all the ice cream out of the freezer? Yeah. No, that's not what happened. Some of them might be what you just said. Endangered. Does anybody know what that word means?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. In trouble.
They're in trouble because there's not a lot left, right?
Yeah.
So I am speaking for them because let's listen. Can they talk? No. They might say quack, quack, or but we don't understand that, do we? No, we can't. So I come representing them to tell you that we need to be careful with our wildlife. And if we see a snake or an alligator or a bobcat or a tortoise, do you think we should take it home?
No.
No. Where should we leave it?
There.
Right where it came from, exactly. We don't want to take any of these animals out of the wild.
That's its habitat.
That is its habitat. Very good word. It's where it lives. Would you boys and girls be very happy if I took all of you and brought you up to the North Pole where it's really, really cold?
No.
Where the polar bears are?
No.
And would the polar bears be very happy if I took them to Africa?
No.
Where it's very hot? No, they need to live in their own habitat, just like these animals here. So I want to make sure you understand before I talk about Harry Potter at all, that the only reason we have these animals is because somebody did take them home as a pet. Somebody may have hurt these animals. And they decided, you know what? This snake has gotten too big, I don't want it anymore. And they let it go. Or they gave it to us and said, you can take it, I don't want it anymore. Would you boys and girls get rid of your dog or cat?
No.
No. When you have an animal, you keep it for life. You know how to take care of those animals. Well, some people don't know how to take care of alligators or snakes or iguanas or lizards. So they bring them to us, and they need big, big enclosures, and they need lots of food. Do you think they can go to Taco Bell and eat tacos all day? No, they have very specific diets. They need to make sure, we need to make sure we feed them correctly.
Dogs eat.
Dogs eat what? Dogs eat tacos? So my dog does, unfortunately. Okay. Sweetie, can you back up a little bit for me? Thank you so much. Okay. So that's what I am here to tell you. I am representing these animals for a very good reason. If you see any of these animals in the wild, we need to leave them there. They play a very important role. I keep talking about snakes. Well, snakes, what do they like to eat? People. No, not people. They like to eat rats and rodents. There are way too many rats and mice in this world. If there were no snakes, there would be rats in your houses and in your beds and in your cereal. Who likes that? Ugh. So they also play a very important role in the environment. So we need to leave them where they are, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll wait till everyone's sitting. Okay, so that's a little bit about Wildlife on Wheels. Now I'd like to tell you a little bit about the story I came to talk about. All right, Harry Potter. Who has read, let me see, who has read at least one book by Harry Potter, or about Harry Potter? Okay, who's read more than one? Who's read 3? Have you read all 3? Oh, so you can be my little helpers, right? Excellent, I'm so proud of you. Harry Potter is a wonderful, wonderful story. And guess what, guys? There's going to be more stories made because so many people, boys and girls and moms and dads, liked these stories that they're going to be making more. Are you excited about that? Because you read all 3 of them. Yeah, definitely. I have only read 1 of them. I still have more to go, so I'm very excited. So don't give away anything, okay? Don't tell me what happens. Even if I ask you, don't tell me. Okay? Harry Potter is this wonderful little boy. Okay? He's about your age, or he started out as your age. And he was raised by 2 wonderful parents, a mom and a dad. They were so sweet to him, just like your moms and dads are to you. They were very nice to him, but you know what? Somebody very, very mean came by and killed his parents. Do you remember his name? You don't remember Voldemort's name? And Harry Potter and his friends don't even like to say his name. They say, you know who, because they're so scared of this man. Voldemort came and killed Harry Potter's parents. So now, Harry Potter didn't have a mom or dad. Do you think he was very happy? No. No, it made him very sad. It made him even sadder because Harry Potter had to go live with somebody else. Do you remember who he went to live with? He went to live with his aunt and his uncle. Do you boys and girls have aunts and uncles? Yeah. And they're very nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
No. Those of you, I'll tell you what, if you're saying no, are they that mean that they put you underneath the staircase in a cupboard? No. I heard that. That's got to be an April Fool's. They weren't that mean. Well, that's what Harry Potter's aunt and uncle did to Harry. They made him live underneath the staircase in a cupboard, in a little cupboard. And sometimes Harry didn't even get to eat. Can you imagine if you stayed there underneath a cupboard? You would be starving, wouldn't you? Yeah. And Harry Potter was still a little boy. He was still just like you. Okay? So Harry Potter's getting older and he still tried to stay very nice like his parents taught him until one day when Harry Potter turned 11 years old. Is anybody in here 11 years old? Any parents 11 years old? 11 years old, Harry Potter was so sad and he didn't know what to do at this point in his life. All of a sudden, there was a knock on the door. A very big knock on the door. And Harry Potter ran and hid under his bed and said, "Oh my goodness, who is that? I don't have any friends, I'm scared." Well, the door opened and guess who it was? It wasn't the bad man, it wasn't Voldemort. It was somebody else named Hagrid. And Hagrid was Harry Potter's parents' very good friend. He was an excellent friend of Harry's mom and dad. And he was a very nice man too. So you know what he said to Harry? He said, "Mr. Harry Potter, I have some news to tell you. And it's very important news, so you need to come with me." And Harry Potter said, "I don't know you. You're a stranger. I don't know if I can talk to you." Hagrid said, "Then sit down right there and I will tell you here." And Harry's aunt and uncle said, "We don't want you talking to him. Get out of our house." They were very mean. They had mean faces. But Hagrid sat Harry Potter down and said, "Here's what I have to tell you. You, Harry Potter, are a wizard. You're a wizard." And Harry Potter said, "A wizard? I have magical powers? No, I don't. Look at me. I have holes in my clothes. My face is all dirty. My hair's all over the place. I can't be a wizard or someone who has magical powers. I just can't. I'm only 11 years old." Hagrid said, "You'll see." And finally, Harry Potter believed him because Hagrid made him do all sorts of magic tricks, and he could do them. And Harry said, "It's been in my finger this whole time. I didn't even know I could do that." So every time he pointed something, bzz, something would happen, which was good because he could play some tricks on his mean aunt and uncle now. Isn't that fun? Don't you wish you could do that to some of your moms and dads? Oh yeah. No ideas now. Okay, so from then on, Harry Potter's life got so much better. So much better because Hagrid said goodbye to the aunt and uncle. "I'm taking Harry Potter to wizard school." Do you boys and girls go to wizard school?
No.
That'd be kind of neat though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You learn all sorts of spells. You get to ride on broomsticks. Has anyone in here ever ridden on a broomstick? Once or twice? I think I've seen a couple of you in the sky. Yeah.
You could pretend.
You could pretend. Very good. You're never too old to pretend. So off Harry Potter went to wizard school. And Hagrid was his very good friend till the end. He bought him all of his supplies, including a beautiful, very fast broomstick to fly on. And Harry Potter was very excited about this. Can you imagine, those of you that are 11 years old, if you could ride around on a broomstick all the time? Your friends would be very jealous, wouldn't they? And your moms and dads would want to ride on them too. And then he finally gets to wizard school. And he's very nervous because he has to go through the train station. Have you ever been to the train station?
Yeah.
There's a lot of trains and there's a lot of people and you're just a little 11-year-old. And you can't find the terminal where you need to load on your train. You don't see it. You know why? It's a secret terminal that nobody else can see unless you're a wizard. And you know how you get there? You have to walk through the wall. You can? You gonna show me? Yeah. No, show me later so you don't hurt yourself now. Okay, so he went on the train ride to this magical place and he arrived at wizard school. And I'm not gonna tell you much else because I want you, boys and girls, to go through the experiences that Harry Potter has gone through. He learns all sorts of tricks and secrets. And it's not all good because remember Voldemort? You know who? The mean guy who killed Harry's parents? He's after who? He's after Harry. So Harry always has to be careful because he never knows where you know who is. He has to be very careful, okay? But he gets to play sports. He gets to play kind of like soccer. But